Taos traffic, 7 Victor Echo departing 22 left turnout eastbound Taos. Flaps are at half. So we're going to climb, we need 11.5 to climb to get up over the Sangres, and then we're going to continue up to 13.5 and then pick up flight following over the Cimarron VOR. Okay. Throttle forward, firewall forward. Tail wheel is up. I can feel the extra weight. I'm gonna pack for a 10-day trip, so I actually can feel the extra weight. Okay, propeller now back to 2,500. God beams through the clouds, the sun.
Dallas 4115, contact upgrade center 120.55.
Okay, we're south of the Taos Pueblo now.
Triple 531, descend maintain pulse 350.
Taos Pueblo airspace. So I'm going to turn it left, meaning more northeastward.
Envoy 3907, contact upgrade center 128.45.
We've got a 20 knot tailwind.
Center 5678 Charlie, contact upgrade approach 123.9er.
123.9, good day, thanks for the help, 78 Charlie.
Yep. Operator center southwest 270, climbing via path 15 to 20,000. Southwest 270, upgrade center point, maintain fall 390. Maintain 390, southwest 270.
Albuquerque Center, November 17, Victor Echo with a request.
November 17, Victor Echo, upgrade center, go ahead.
We're just off of Taos. We're eastbound, about 12,600. It's a Glasair Sportsman. That's Golf Lima Sierra Tango. We're headed to Lawrence, Kansas. Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Now 17 Victor Echo, squawk 2665.
2665.
FedEx 1583, contact Albuquerque approach 123.9.
23.9, 1583.
Air 107, plus 4325. Back to 17 Victor Echo, radar contact about 10 miles due southeast from Taos Airport. Maintain VFR, East Taos altimeter is missing to Raton altimeter 3015. Are you aware of the high terrain?
3015, we are aware of the high terrain and we're climbing to 13,500. I should have said my call sign there. I can't hear anything now, so I'll pick him up on the other side. On the other side of the Sangre here, as we begin our eastward trek. Now through 13,000. Climbing now at still 400 foot a minute. Okay, continuing to lean. I'm going to bring the exhaust gas temperature up to about 1,350. Not too much, not too much.
Taos 6, upgrade center, good morning, Super altimeter 3008. Are you going to be a full stop today?
So he has, we are in radar contact. I'm going to confirm that as we get over the...
And Del Sol 73, are you
as
going to be
we
a full stop?
as we get over the Cimarron VOR. The elevation above mean sea level continues to decrease all the way to the Mississippi River, at which point where we'll cross about 500 above sea level there, 500 feet above sea level there, and then of course it starts to rise again as we will approach the Appalachians, and then once again start to fall off as we approach the coast.
Field at 429 out, Grady Center ready.
Okay, we're going to check in here over the Cimarron VOR. Albuquerque Center, November 17 Victor Echo over the Cimarron VOR, 13,500. We're going to descend to 11,500.
November 17 Victor Echo, roger. Route and altitude is your discretion. We're showing altimeter 3015. And I do have one target at your 11 o'clock, 10 miles southbound, indicating 10,600 unverified type unknown.
Okay, thanks for that, and we'll be looking. 7 Victor Echo. Okay, if I range out, I do see him. He is 3,000 feet below me. And so, and he's coming in my direction. So I'm going to start a slow descent. Looks like no factor by the time we get through there. So altitude 11,500 and vertical speed, just give it a nice 300 foot a minute. Take us a good bit of time, but we're in no hurry to get down. So this is, we're currently over northeastern New Mexico. We're east of the Front Range, east of the Sangre de Cristo, now by some 50, 60 miles. And this is another volcanic field, just like the one in the Santa Fe Basin. And there is a pretty well-known, actually I think it's a national monument, it's called the Capelin Volcano, which I'm going to try and get us right over. In fact, we're currently in the mountain.
Number 17 Victor Echo, contact Upgrade Center 127.85.
12785, 7 Victor Echo. 12785. Did he say Albuquerque? Yeah, I'll just call it center. Center, it's November 17 Victor Echo, level 11,000.
Albuquerque, good morning. The Trinidad altimeter 3008.
300. So pressure is slightly dropping as we move eastward. Oh, it's a lot quieter channel here, 127.85. Okay, coming up on the Capelin Volcano, which is maybe 30 seconds in front of us. Let's see if I can get a shot with the Nikon. Yeah, we're right over it. It's got a circular drive all the way up to the viewing platform, and then you can walk even higher from there. You can see the interior of the dormant volcano is all in shadow. So continuing, looks like, so we got 150 knot ground speed, about an 18 knot tailwind. We're consuming 8.7 gallons an hour. We're currently cruising at 1,500. As I said and I mentioned, we're over southeastern Colorado, soon to be in Kansas. We're just north of what's called no man's land, or used to be called
3770.
no man's land, which was
3770.
it's the Oklahoma Panhandle. Might as well bring up a quick story about. So yesterday was June 19th. In fact, that commemorates June 19th, 1865, when the last the absolute abolition of slavery in Texas, which was the last state to abolish that practice. And I believe that the Oklahoma Panhandle was in fact given up by Texas so that they could remain a slave state. And during that period before 1865, the Oklahoma Panhandle, which was called at that time no man's land because no state would claim it, until later, after June 19th, 1865, that land, I believe, became the possession of Oklahoma, and hence became the Oklahoma Panhandle. So, Kansas City Center, November 17 Victor Echo, about 20 east of Dodge City, just checking in, 1,500.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Kansas City Center, Roger, and the Great Bend altimeter 3003.
03, 7 Victor Echo. Okay.
7 Victor Echo, you can go ahead and change my frequency 118.8, 18.8.
18.8, 7 Victor Echo. Okay, so 118.8. Now I'll tell him I'm on 1188. 7 Victor Echo on 18.8.
7 Victor Echo, right there.
Okay, so as you can imagine, I'm in western Kansas.
Number 4951 Foxtrot, change my frequency 125.2.
They're looking at all the traffic over Kansas City and Manhattan and Lawrence and all that sort of stuff. So just want to make sure
Foxtrot, Roger, and Dodge City altimeter 3002.
we're in touch and communicating. Always a good idea to do that from time to time. If you haven't heard from if you're under flight control or flight following, and you haven't heard from the controller in, let's say, it's probably been an hour, well, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Let me bring down the camera window. Hold on. There he is. No, it's a KC-135. Give it one more shot.
Number 17 Victor Echo Center.
7 Victor Echo, go ahead.
17 Victor Echo, verify you have the NOTAM regarding the World Cup for Lawrence, and the Lawrence runway is 19er and 15 Tappy's out of service.
Okay, we're going to take 01, runway 01 into Lawrence, and we do see the two TFRs with a 400-foot ceiling.
Thank you.
Okay, well, there it is. I got the KC-135 on the ramp. There are some large radio towers around. Okay, I've got the airplane. We're coming off of autopilot.
Autopilot disengage.
Lawrence traffic, 7 Victor Echo, left base, runway 1, full stop, Lawrence. Okay, we're going to go right over the stadium. They got a lot of construction going on. Okay, we want to slope to 90 knots. Let's get the first notch of flaps in. Kansas Jayhawk Stadium. Okay, first notch of flaps. I used to punt a football in that stadium. Lawrence traffic, 7 Victor Echo, 3 mile final, runway 1, full stop, Lawrence. Okay, we're at 1700, we're coming over the Kansas River. got a 8-knot crosswind out of the east. So a pretty decent crab angle to runway 1. We'll try and put it down on the right main gear. That's Interstate 70 right there we're going over. Lawrence traffic, 7 Victor Echo, 2-mile final, runway 1, full stop, Lawrence. Nobody in the pattern. ADSB confirms nobody in the pattern. Okay. Full flaps. Yeah, pretty good crosswind. Okay, 60 knots over the fence. A little bit high. Oops. Oh boy, bounce that board. That's okay, that's okay. Okay, on the ground, tail wheel is down. Sportsman, 7 Victor Echo departing runway 1, straight out. Lawrence. Did I say Taos? Okay, here we go. I think this is one of the shorter runways. Okay, flaps at half. Straight away. Firewall forward. Got a right crosswind. Okay. I get much higher manifold pressure. I'm much nearer sea level. I'm at like 28. Okay, 2,500. Flaps are coming up. That is, I think, their shortest runway here at Lawrence. Lawrence traffic, Sportsman 17 Victor Echo off of runway 1, we're eastbound, Lawrence. Okay, we're going to climb up to, let's go to 5,500. VFR eastbound. At 84 indicated climb. Autopilot.
Autopilot engage.
Lawrence traffic, helicopters 5 miles to the east of the field, westbound 2,500 will be crossing just south of the field, Lawrence.
Okay, we want to pick up our flight following again. And this time we'll just say Richmond. Go back to 123.8, which was the flight.
7441 Echo, contact Mizzou, approach 124.1.
Got to keep an eye on our oil pressure, so as we're climbing, we don't want to overheat. I put on a new cowling like about a year ago, a new scoop on the bottom, and that seemed to work wonders for my climb performance and my oil temperature. Okay, let's go to Kansas City Center. and get flight following. KC Center, November 17 Victor Echo off of Lawrence with a request.
17 Victor Echo, go ahead.
It's a Glasair Sportsman. That's Golf Lima Sierra Tango. Destination is Richmond. That's Romeo Indigo Charlie. And we're climbing to 5,500 like flight following we can.
Yeah, what's your call sign again?
17 Victor Echo.
Number 17 Victor Echo, squawk 1161.
1161.
Kansas City, FlexJet 537, descending through level 340 for 240.
FlexJet 537, Kansas City, hello, descend via the Wu-Tang, I'm sorry. Cross Jayhawk, gonna maintain 1313,000, Kansas City, altimeter 3002.
Jayhawk 1313,000, 3002, 537.
17 Victor Echo, you are ready to contact, call it 3 miles east Florence Airport, Australia 3100, maintain VFR. Give me your type aircraft one more time.
It's a Glasair Sportsman. The symbol is Golf Lima Sierra Tango.
17 Victor Echo, roger, maintain VFR, Kansas City, altimeter 3002.
02, Victor Echo.
And how high are you going to be cruising at?
Up to 5,500. So the outer ring of the Class Bravo around Kansas City is a 4,000 foot.
17 Victor Echo, contact Kansas City approach control 119.82 and ask them that question, 1982, good day.
Okay, well if I stay at 3,500 then, well I'll stay under the 4,000. I'll stay with you then?
Nope, go to 1982 regardless, 19.82.
1982, thanks for your help, Sub Victor Echo.
789, 5 Lima, contact Kansas City.
Kansas City approach, November 17 Victor Echo.
November 7 Victor Echo, Kansas City approach, cleared through Bravo Airspace, altimeter 3001.
01, 7 Victor Echo.
November 7895 Lima, Kansas City approach, expect a visual approach at the RRR airport, descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay, this is the Bravo controller at Kansas City approach. He's cleared me at 5,500 through the Bravo. I'm just on the southern edge of Kansas City, and we're going to try and go basically right over the stadium, although there is a TFR there. Let's see how high that goes. 3,000 AGL, so I'll just be above it at 5,500. Right, so it's now about 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Of course, we're in Central Time
Zone. 537 downtown airport.
So it is, it's noon.
Flexjet 537, Clippers approach, runway 1, contact tower 133.3. Good day.
Let me open the camera window. That's Royal Stadium and Arrowhead Stadium. World Cup, it was there last night or the night before. Okay, it's great to have that camera window.
Number 707 Tango Hotel, contact Kansas City approach on 120.905.
Kansas City approach 120.905. Thanks, have a great day. Tango Hotel.
November 78905 Lima, descend and maintain 3,000. And what's your request?
We've just crossed the Mode C Vale. We're exiting the Bravo, Kansas City Bravo, Class Bravo airspace. We're now 30 nautical miles from the center of it.
Number 7 Victor Echo, contact Kansas City Center 135.57.
13557, 7 Victor Echo. Thanks for your help.
Yep.
13557.
11.5 for 220.
Right, so that happened exactly
there at
when I
1,
crossed the mode C veil.
Via the Rut 3 arrival heading to the north, Kansas City altimeter 3001.
So let me check in now with Kansas City Center.
Who else called?
Morning, Predator 818 Hotel Foxtrot, Fiat 12.5 for 220.
And we're going to climb up to 7,500, so I'll let him know that.
Had another 2 there, number 818 Hotel Foxtrot, Kansas City Center, hello. Climb and maintain for level 230.
230 for you, Bob.
Southwest 3866, Kansas City Center, hello. Climb and maintain for
Because
level
I got to
230.
find an empty space between everyone else talking. KC Center, November 17 Victor Echo, 5,500, climbing 7.5.
3001.
Okay, it's always tough to find a...
Kansas City Center, hello. Dakota 236, number Charlie, 7,000. Number 236, number Charlie, that was you at 7? Affirm, 6 number Charlie. Number 236, number Charlie, roger that. Columbia, altimeter 3002. 02, 6 number Charlie.
KC Center, November 17 Victor Echo, 5,500, climbing to 7.5.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Kansas City Center, hello. I'm in altimeter 3001.
01, 7 Victor Echo. Okay, climbing to 7,500. I'm VFR under flight following, so altitude my discretion. I'm burning now 11.3 gallons an hour. I want to get higher to burn less fuel, probably pick up better tailwind, and see if we can do that. We're climbing now at about 400 foot a minute. Still keeping the propeller feather about 2,400. Take us a couple of minutes to get there and we'll be on our way. The only other thing I was going to mention, yeah, about the mode C veil.
180, change my frequency, 127.72.
So anytime you're inside 30 nautical miles at the center of a Class Bravo airspace, mode C,
2772.
meaning transponder, you've got to have a transponder that so the radar can pick you up. There are aircraft like the old, some old sort of 1950s, 60 eras that never had a transponder.
832, Mike Papa.
And so those aircraft, I don't believe, are allowed inside the mode C veil, the 30 nautical mile veil. Anyway, we're on our way eastbound, and if we draw a straight line to Richmond, Virginia, that's going to put us right over the top of St. Louis, which is at 8,000.
You there, Southwest 1037, Kansas City Center, hello, to send me the Wu-Tang 3 arrival landing to the north, Kansas City altimeter 3001.
So the top of the St. Louis Bravo airspace is 8,000. So we'll climb up to
Julia, Kansas City Center, hello, Kansas City altimeter 3001.
We'll climb up to 9,500.
Razor, Mike Papa, you got stepped on, but I see your IFR flight plan here. Is that what you want to pick up? You're in the air?
We'll go right over the top.
Razor, Mike Papa, squawk 4777.
See if we can't pick out the arch with the Nikon P1000. So we are about 45 minutes from going over the top of St. Louis. We've now got the 25 knot tailwind out of the west, a direct tailwind. We're moving at 155 knots across the ground, burning 9.2 gallons an hour. Quite remarkable, actually. So if I take if I take 153 knots times 1.15, that gives me miles per hour, 175 miles per hour. I now divide that by 9.2 and I get 19, almost 20 gallons, 20 miles per gallon, 19 miles per gallon. So unbelievable efficiency, at least in the condition we are right now. That factors in the tailwind, but nonetheless, 20 miles per gallon, 19 to 20 miles per gallon is pretty darn remarkable for an airplane with one person flying it and no passengers. Like a big SUV, or maybe even a not an economy car, but a mid-sized sedan kind of thing, so pretty good fuel consumption. So here we are, the St. Louis. Here's the St. Louis Bravo has a ceiling of 8,000 feet. We're about 40 minutes away.
Victor Echo, contact St. Louis approach 128.1.
1281, 7 Victor Echo. Thanks for your help.
No problem, see ya.
Number 17 Victor Echo, St. Louis approach, St. Louis altimeter 3000.
Okay, we're on now with St. Louis approach. Gonna go right over the top until he tells me differently. 9,500. We are starting to see some of these tops creep up a little bit. I do need clearance from the top of these clouds. I may need to climb to 11,500. We'll see what happens here in the next. We're about we're less than 30 minutes out now, outside of St. Louis.
Victor Echo, traffic 3 o'clock, 8 miles eastbound Airbus out of 11,000 descending.
Looking for traffic, 7 Victor Echo. Here he is over, he's DAL 2455, it's Delta Airlines Airbus. And he's going to cross right, so he is he's at about our 1 o'clock. Let me see if I can spot him. Yeah, he's now level with us. I don't yet have visual on him.
Remember 7 Juliet Bravo, you are clear to the Bravo, just maintain at or above 5,500 please.
He's now 800 feet above us and probably 3 or 4 miles.
5,500 for 7 Juliet Bravo.
At our 1 o'clock. Still don't have visual. Anyway, he's a good distance from us, and he's going to be descending right.
714, descend and maintain 6,000 and maintain 250 knots out of 10,000,
so,
please.
We're over the, we're directly over the western edge of the St. Louis Bravo airspace, which has a top of
Lindbergh 4454, contact Kansas City Center 127.7.
a top of 8,000. We're currently cruising at 9,500.
Number 7 Victor Echo, traffic no factor.
Acknowledging that I never saw it, but he says it's no factor. And I agree with him based on how I see it on the ADS-B monitor. So we've got a different character in the clouds here. No longer fluffy cumulus, we're getting a sort of a stratified, kind of a haze level. So, and it's somewhat solid. It may change in the next 20 or 30 miles, but we'll see if we'll be able to see anything down at on Lambert Field at St. Louis.
Six left localizer.
Even though we are eastbound, I'm going to
just verify to intercept the localizer.
Temporarily maintain 10,500. Just
Southwest 4171, climb and maintain 15,000.
Maintain 15,000, Southwest 4171.
To clear what I believe to be clouds that I don't want to go right through, because I'm essentially BFR on top at the moment. That's too bad. It got.
7 Whiskey Charlie, if we could continue our descent, get below this layer.
Yeah, it is
Remember,
a layer.
7 Whiskey Charlie, turn right direct IMCA, contact approach 126.5, they'll have lower for you.
It is a bit of a layer.
6.5, 7 Charlie, thanks.
And just verify direct IMCA.
And direct IMCA, 7 Charlie, thanks.
But it's a very thin layer. I mean, I can see right through it literally. But when you look at it as a horizontal, it looks to be a whole heck of a lot of clouds and very thick. But when you look vertically downward, I can see the ground. So it's very light consistency. We're now at, why don't we just, we're going to stop this here at 10,000. We're 10,000 even. He said altitude our discretion, so I'll use discretion. And I can see we're going to clear that cloud in front of us. And we'll just keep it at 10,000 over the top.
Catcher 714, descend and maintain 4,000. Traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound Skylane at 3,000. Southwest 4171, proceed direct Drews.
Direct Drews, Southwest 4171.
Maybe we'll get a clearing in the clouds here. We'll be able to spot the St. Louis Arch and Busch Stadium and so forth, but it doesn't look good at the moment. So I'm pumping some fuel from the outboard tanks now into the inboards. Yeah, so we've now, since we left Lawrence, it's now 12:15 Mountain Time.
Catcher 714, contact approach 126.5. Yeah.
12:15 Mountain Time.
Departure Falcon 122 Victor Romeo out of 4,000 for 5,000, headed direct west coast.
Number 122 Victor Romeo, St. Louis approach low, climb and maintain 15,000.
Up to 15,000 to Victor Romeo.
We are now literally almost right over the field. It's
Southwest 4171,
Lambert,
contact Kansas City Center 127.47. Good day.
That's Lambert, St. Louis.
Southwest 4171.
I do see an ASA, I believe that's Asiana here to our left. He's about 10 miles away. He is descending, so yeah, we're right above Lambert Field. Too bad we can't see it. Yeah, Asiana now is descending pretty quick. Another JRE, I'm not sure who that is or what airline that is. Also 4,000 below us. We're at 10,000 even, right over the top of Lambert Field, St. Louis Bravo airspace. I can start to see some stuff here. Yeah, let me get a few pictures. I'll try again. Right, so there's St. Louis Field. Couple of still. There it is, Lambert Field. Okay, that's Lambert Field directly below us. I'm not going to open the camera window. It was just a brief opening in the clouds there. And there we are, right over the top. Literally, right over the top. That's us. Hope the weather's good. That's my wife. Yes, looks good. Yeah, I can get texts from time to time. So, on my flight, I've got color IR satellite, which generally shows clouds pretty well. And you can see in the next probably 20-30 miles, we've got pretty heavy cover, but then it just kind of goes to nothing. Anyway, altitude our
Number 2 Victor Romeo, contact Kansas City Center 128.35. Good day.
Altitude our discretion. I'm still 10,000. I'm eastbound.
128.35 on Victor Romeo. Good day.
We'll just hold it here, 10,000, and continue eastward to our destination of Richmond, Virginia, which is, yeah, about 4 hours away. Currently moving now at 162 knots over the ground. We've got a 20-knot direct tailwind coming out of 280 degrees, and our current heading is 099. And we're burning 9.2 gallons an hour. And we're BFR on top.
November 17 Victor Echo, contact Indy Center 124.77.
12477, Victor Echo. 12477.
Indy Center EPS 5180, 7000, climbing 13,000 via the EVA 1 departure. EPS 5180, Indy Center, climbing maintains level 230. Level 230 for EPS 5180.
Indy Center, November 17 Victor Echo, level 13,500.
17 Victor Echo, Indy Center, roger, maintain VFR, low altimeter 29997.
907, Victor Echo. So when we left Taos, it was, the barometric pressure was like 3020. I have to look back, but I thought it was 3020, and it has been dropping. It's now down to 299 or 7. Doesn't sound like a lot, but a consistent drop for every 100 miles we've made eastward. We're currently about 20 minutes outside of Louisville, Kentucky. We're at 13,500. We've still got a 35 knot tailwind moving across the ground now, 163 knots, 165 knots. Clouds are, yeah, we're just kind of dodging some big cumulus at the moment. Of course I could go under this, and in fact if you look down I can see the ground right here. When you look forward, I think I've mentioned this before, but looking forward it looks just absolutely packed with clouds, but looking down, I mean there's a big hole right here. I'm not sure that I can, you know, see the ground and so forth. So I think it continues to thin out, but for now we're happy here, burning 8 gallons an hour, moving at 164 knots across the ground. And I've still got about 25 gallons in the tank. Surely another good hour and a half, which will put us...
Indy Southwest 2091 with you, we're level at 240.
Maybe we'll go into Lexington, Kentucky.
The 2091, Indy Center router, descend via the Gibbs 4, arrival landing southwest, Indianapolis altimeter 29995.
Or somewhere around that.
Alright, descend via the Gibbs, landing south, 2995, so that's 2091.
Richmond is showing...
EPS 2984 heavy, passing 10.1 for 13,000 on the 270 heading.
Sorry, 2984, Indy Center, climb maintain till 230.
Yes, confirm that was climb maintain 230 for UPS 2984.
I think...
And did you say you were assigned a heading?
It's a negative, sir, sorry about that. We got cleared direct roadhouse, or direct roadhouse.
EPS 2984, roger.
So I think the Insta 360 out on the wing, I can't see the blinking red light, so it may have gone off of record. I'm not sure why, but that's been kind of finicky. It's got a high temperature cutoff. The GoPro that I've got here, just steady as a rock. No problem there. Anyway, continuing as we'll just weave our way through these cloud tops, keeping separation. I think it's 500 horizontal, maybe 1,000 horizontal, and could be like this the rest of the way.
Transport 3394, flight level 262, descending flight level 240.
Air Transport 3394, Indy Center router, descend now to flight level 230, then cross Romeo Oscar Yankee Zulu at maintain 14,000.
Descend now, flight level 230, and then Roy's, sorry, can you say the altitude at Roy's again?
Air Transport 3394, Roy's at 14,000, Cincinnati altimeter 29997.
Roy's at 14,000 and 2997, Air Transport 3394.
So I'm going to bank right here and just sort of thread the needle through the cumulus. Indy Center, November 17 Victor Echo. We're going to need some fuel, so we're going to go into Lexington, Kentucky, and start our descent now.
Roger, 17 Victor Echo, you want me to show a delay on the ground and just keep this flight plan going? Or do you just want to check back in the air when you part?
We'll pick you back up when we take off from Lexington. How's that?
Okay, sounds good. I am going to change your destination to show Lex now and put that system for this flight.
Okay, very good. We're going to start descent now. Thanks.
Yep, VFR altitude discretion, the Louisville altimeter 29907 for Glasair Glasair 17 Victor Echo.
Okay, 9 or 7. Thanks for your help. Okay, we're going to start a slow descent. We're 70 miles out, and essentially the cumulus, the towering cumulus have now really sort of gone away. And I'm going to start a 300 foot a minute descent down to, let's first check in at 9,500.
For 17 Victor Echo, contact Louisville approach, 132.07.
13207, Victor Echo, thanks for your help.
Safe flight.
13207. Louisville approach. Louisville approach, it's November 17, Victor Echo, descending through 13,000. Let's check that again, that frequency. Let me bring that back. 13207. Transfer. There we go. I had 13200.
And 04 Mike, when able, ident please, altimeter is 29907.
Louisville approach, November 17, Victor Echo, descending through 13,000.
17 Echo Victor, Louisville approach, altimeter 29907, descend maintain 10,000 for now.
Down to 10,000, set Victor Echo.
04 Mike, to contact, I'm on north of Clark County, and climb maintain 6,000.
Okay, so he's given me a 10,000 floor, and I'm coming down at 300 foot a minute, and got a 46 knot tailwind, and probably gonna bring in the mixture a bit and bring out the throttle a bit. Leave the prop where it is. We're gonna 300 foot a minute down to 10,000 feet, and we are 21 minutes out from Lexington. Lexington weather is on 126.3. 126.
Louisville approach, Archer 280 from Mike, 2,000, climbing to 6,000 and a 320 heading.
120.
Runway 22, Lexington NOTAMs, east side, west side, and the west mobile fuel not available. Advise all this contact your position November.
4,000, and we have weather and NOTAMs for a few more expected to
Question regards information November 18540, wind 280 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 270.14, altimeter 3001, visual approach and news, flying departing runway 22, Lexington NOTAMs, east side, west side, and the west mobile fuel not available. Advise all this contact your information November.
Okay, it's November. And 22 is
information November 18540, wind 280 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 270.14, altimeter 3001, visual approach and news, flying departing runway 22, Lexington NOTAMs, east side, west side.
down to 5,500, Victor Echo. Okay, I've cleared to 5,500. And depending on where we are,
Louisville, good afternoon, ETS 7938, Heavy City Auto.
there's plenty of space to get through the clouds with keeping our VFR clearance from clouds.
7938 Heavy, little departure to contact. 182 Papa Hotel, contact approaching 123.67.
Okay, November is active. Is the ATIS
12367 for 2 Papa Hotel?
Let's look at the taxiways.
4738.
22 and
Toledo, we have Charlie.
Foxtrot 4507, crossfires at 4000, cleared Taos 17 on approach.
Runway 4.
Alright, Spires at 4000, cleared the ILS, 17 right approach, for car 4507.
So it probably put me in a right.
04 Mike, left turn direct to Owensboro.
A right base into runway 22.
Approach runway 17 right.
17 right, south forward, do something there.
58458, contact any approach 124.95.
Elevation at Lexington is 980. So TPA is 2000. Control tower is 119.1. And ground is, what is ground? Probably 121.9 or something. 121.9 right on the ground. And 119.1 on the tower. Yeah, tower.
Off at 923, 2000, climbing 13.
Tower's 119.1, so.
About 5923, little departure at the contact.
119.1.
Cherokee 2804, Mike, contact approach on 123.
So I'm going to go ahead and put 1191 in the standby. He may give me another frequency. He probably will give me Lex approach.
4507, connect tower 242, good day.
Good day, Burkhardt 4507.
Just 7938 heavy, connect any center 124.62.
18 minutes out.
7938 heavy, bye-bye.
I'm still 11,000, so I'm not coming down fast enough. Reduce throttle. Increase vertical descent to 500 foot a minute. Reduce throttle.
Southwest 4738, descend via except cross Louis at 8,000.
Descend via except cross Louis at 8,000, now south 4738.
And
that can be Louis at or above 8. He can continue descending after.
I will let you know, but descend via Louis at or above 8, south 4738.
so currently I'm on nav straight into Lexington. Still not coming down fast enough.
For 2288 Lima, if you plan on canceling on the ground, you have the phone number for that.
Okay, so increasing the descent now to 700 foot a minute.
2288 Lima, roger that. IFR cancellation received. Squawk V4, pre-change approved. Have a good day.
I think I'm going to tell him I'm going to do a 360 here and lose altitude in this huge hole in the clouds. So, well, just keep it straight. We got plenty of room to come down through here. Actually, so there's this layer, this haze layer that we've now come under. And as we get under that, you can see that we're in scattered conditions here. So I'm still 48 miles out.
Forward approach, medevac 269, Alpha Echo with Charlie.
At 16 minutes at
Medevac
current.
269, Alpha Echo will approach.
Good afternoon, sir. We're south about 19 miles inbound to U of L on that 1600.
Medevac 9 Alpha Echo, squawk 0135.
0135, 9 Alpha Echo.
So we've got November, that's the ATIS. 119.1 the tower, 121.9 is ground.
2637, Dumont, 923, have a good day.
November 7, Victor Echo, descend and maintain 2,000 to 500, advise when you get to Lexington Airport in sight.
Down to 2,500 and we'll advise.
November 3, Foxtrot Hotel, turn right heading 280, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000 feet and 280 heading 3 Fox Hotel.
ExitJet 491, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, ExitJet 491.
Okay, we've got the airport in sight, so right over here. Large field with several buildings. Lex approach 17 Victor Echo, we've got the field in sight.
7 Victor Echo, roger, enter a right base to runway 22 and contact the tower 119.1.
Okay, we'll enter the right base and go into tower. Thanks. Okay, 119.1. Let's put, it's really bumpy, let's put 121.9 in, because we know he'll switch us to ground. Let's pull the throttle. Let's go to the tower. Lexington Tower, November 17 Victor Echo, descending down to 2,500.
November 17 Victor Echo, Lex Tower, wind 310 at 4, runway 22, clear to land, as Cirrus departs prior to arrival.
Runway 22, clear to land, 7 Victor Echo.
Lexington.
Let me get a wind check. Tower, what about a wind check?
Wind 310 at 8.
31 at 8. Wow. That's 90-degree crosswind. Yeah, we're pretty high.
November 2 Alpha Echo, contact departure, we'll see ya. Okay, departure, see ya.
Okay, mixture in. Got an 8-knot direct crosswind. Let's see if I can do this better than I did at Lawrence. Prop is in case we need to do a go-around. Keep it on the center line. We're at 60 knots, 60. Okay. Okay, that was like perfect. Get some good ones and not some not
November 7 Victor Echo, say parking.
We're headed to Signature.
7 Victor Echo, turn left at Alpha 5, join Alpha, contact ground point 9er.
Alpha 5 to Alpha, switch into ground, 7 Victor Echo. Okay, I got 122.9 already keyed up.
Skyhawk 3 Hotel Charlie, maintain VFR at or below 3,000, departure frequency is 120.15, squawk 4525.
Yeah, okay, so...
Maintain at or below 3,000, departure frequency 120.15, squawk 4525, 3 Hotel Charlie.
Skyhawk 3 Hotel Charlie, read back correct, device ready, taxi with information Oscar.
Lex ground, 7 Victor Echo up on Alpha 5, headed to Signature.
3 Hotel Charlie.
November 7 Victor Echo, Lexington ground, taxi to the ramp, Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie to the ramp, 7 Victor Echo.
November 3 Hotel Charlie, sorry about that, you were stepped on 6.
Check fuel computer.
Fuel on board, 50 gallons. Engine, fill all, engine. Continue. Destination is K. Romeo. Indigo, Charlie. $121.9, what's the, we need clearance. Lexington, 132.35. 132.35, transfer. Okay, I don't have anything to write down with, so I'm gonna go to my scratch pad. Scratch pad. A new craft. Lexington clearance, November 17 Victor Echo over at Signature.
417 Juliet Romeo, who was it?
It's 17 Victor Echo over at Signature.
No, 17 Victor Echo, Lexington ground, go ahead.
Right, so we are Glasair Sportsman, that's Golf Lima Sierra Tango. 7,500 feet is cruising altitude. We're VFR headed to Richmond, that's Romeo Indigo Charlie.
Glasair 17 Victor Echo, maintain VFR at or below 3000 initially. Departure frequency 120.15 and then squawk 4064.
Okay, at or below 3000, 120.15 departure frequency and 4064 on the squawk.
Glasair 7 Victor Echo, read back up.
4064.
Go at 9er, visibility 10, few clouds 10,000, temperature 28, dew point 15, altimeter 29er. Visual approach and use, landing departing runway 22. Has this further information for Kentucky and surrounding states available on flight service frequencies? Advise on initial contact, you have Oscar.
Oscar. She didn't ask for that, but I've got it now.
Lexington Bluegrass Airport information, Oscar 1954 Zulu observation, wind 260 at 9er, visibility 10,
260
few clouds
at
10,000, temperature 2.
Okay, let's go to ground. 120.1. Okay, ground. What is ground? Close. Ground. 121.9. I'm on 121. Lexington ground, November 17 Victor Echo over its signature, ready to taxi.
17 Victor Echo, Lexington ground, runway 22, taxi via Charlie Alpha, verify Oscar.
Charlie Alpha to 22, and we do have Oscar. 7 Victor Echo. 119.1 is the right. So is this the hold short? This may very well be it right here. Right. I'm going to do it right here. Okay, checklist. Control surfaces. Altimeter. 2999. 1191 is the tower. Departure frequency is...
November 17 Victor Echo, Lexington Tower right here.
Hear you loud and clear.
Glasair 17 Victor Echo, Lexington Tower, you can cross the 27 approach, hold short of runway 22, full length.
Okay, so I can cross this demarcation and proceed?
Glasair 7 Victor Echo, A firm, and then just hold short of runway 22 at Alpha 7.
Okay, got that. Alpha 7, hold short, 7 Victor Echo. Right, so that was...
Tower Bushreek 5265.
That was unambiguous. That's exactly what I did at Albuquerque.
Bushreek 5265, Lexington Tower, runway 22.
And I had to write a letter to the FAA. So coming back to craft, departure frequency is 120.15. So I got that dialed in, 4064.
Glasair 7 Victor Echo, you ready to go?
7 Victor Echo is ready to go.
Glasair 7 Victor Echo, runway 22, line up and wait. Traffic 6 mile final is a regional jet.
22, line up and wait, 7 Victor Echo.
Delta 3143, turn left, Alpha 2, Fable. If not,
Okay,
Alpha
altitude was
Contact
3,000 maximum.
Alpha 2, ground point 9, Delta 3143.
Line up and wait. Remember, we got to turn east. We're taking off on 22. Line up and wait.
Glasair 7 Victor Echo, wind 260 at 7, turn left heading 180, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Left to 180, 22, clear for takeoff, 7 Victor Echo.
Blueshreek 5265, wind 260 at 7,
Camera
runway
window
22,
up,
clear to land.
flaps at half.
Runway 22, clear to land, Blueshreek 5265.
Here we go. Okay, bring the propeller RPM back to 2,500.
Tower Legion 502, visual approach runway 22.
Legion 502, Lexington Tower, wind 260 at 7, runway 22, clear to land.
Got airspeed.
Wind 260 at 7.
Flaps are coming up.
502.
Left to 180 is what she said. I think she's going to tell me to go to departure frequency. So I'm 5.
7 Victor Echo, turn left heading 180, contact departure.
Left to 180, switch into departure, 7 Victor Echo. Lex departure at 7 Victor Echo off at 22, left to 180.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Lexington departure, radar contact, say altitude.
We're going up to 7,500.
Victor Echo, copy that. What altitude are you leaving right now?
Going through 1.8.
Remember 7 Victor Echo, thank you. Climb and maintain VFR 7,500, turn left on course to Richmond.
Up to 7,500, turning to Richmond, 7 Victor Echo.
Probably to the left to get on top of this stuff.
Charlie, traffic 11 o'clock, 6 miles southwestbound opposite direction. Altitude indicates 4,600. Radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Now for that traffic, squawking VFR, frequency change approved. 92 Lima Charlie.
Police Chief 249, turn right heading 280.
So at some point, I'm going to go to heading mode. Oh yeah, I'm on heading mode. Okay, there's a sort of a, yeah, this will get us up through right here. A little less thick over here. We'll meet all of the cloud requirements.
Do you need any speed for...
through 3,000 through 5,000.
Okay, now through 8,400, still climbing. Climbing at
Stop current, max altimeter 29907.
83 knots, we're climbing now through 8,500. It's now 3 o'clock mountain time, from 6 to 3, so that would be 6 and 3, 9 hours.
345 traffic, stay on course to the north practice area.
Proceed on course to the north practice area, 345.
So 9 hours have elapsed since we left Taos, New Mexico, and we've got probably another 2 hours here, a total of 11 hours. Now remember, we had 2 fuel stops, probably worth an hour each, or not an hour each, but rather probably, I don't know, half an hour, so a 10-hour flight. It's like 1,400 miles. Remember, we've been moving at 160 knots most of the time with a 20 to 30, sometimes even 40 knot tailwind. And we'll do that here. We're climbing now through 9,000. I'm expecting the Lexington approach to hand me off to somebody. I'm not sure who that is. Outside air temperature now 43 degrees. We're up through 9,200, almost to 9,500.
Endeavor 5050, visibility 15,000, maintain 2,000 feet per minute or greater to descent.
Maintain 15,000, 2,000 feet a minute or greater, 50.
Endeavor 5050, this is Cincinnati, altimeter 29904.
Roger.
There was 7 Victor Echo, contact Huntington approach 119.75, good day.
119.75, Victor Echo. 119.75. Huntington. Don't hear anything. Huntington approach, 7 Victor Echo, level 9,500.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Huntington approach, Huntington altimeter 294.
904, Victor Echo. So, on first contact, I should have called 17 Victor Echo. You notice I called 7 Victor Echo, and he replied back with 17 Victor Echo. Yeah, that was my mistake, but he didn't correct me. He was nice enough not to correct me, but I should have done that. Anyway, we're 9,500. Still have the 33 knot tailwind over the ground, 163 knots. We are nearing Huntington, West Virginia.
Number 7 Victor Echo, contact Charleston approach 124.1, 24.1.
24.1, 7 Victor Echo, thank you. 124.1. This is Charleston approach. Charleston approach is November 17 Victor Echo, level 9,500.
Volunteer 3428, Charleston approach, plus altimeter 299.5, and you were stepped on a little bit. Let me know you have the weather and NOTAMs at Beckley.
Yeah, I didn't get a reply. That wasn't... let me try this.
November 17 Victor Echo, Charleston approach, plus altimeter 299.5.
905, 7 Victor Echo. Okay, 905. So just a recap on the fuel, we stopped at Lawrence, Kansas, 33.7 gallons.
Volunteer 3428, I know you've got the NOTAMs,
we paid
but I'm required to get out.
$6.77.
ILS out of service, the runway 10 VASIs are out of service. And there's a wind cone for runway 19 that is not.
All right, we'll just turn that down for a second. 33.7 gallons, $6.77 a gallon. Remember, this is 100 low lead, $249. Call that $250. That was Lawrence, Kansas. Then we stopped in Lexington, Kentucky. In Lexington, we filled up with 32.4 gallons. We paid $6.20 a gallon. That's odd, because this is a full-service FBO, whereas Lawrence's prices were like high, I would say. They're not a full-service FBO. We paid $209 there. So total is about $460. And of course, we had the initial fill-up in Taos, New Mexico. Call that another $300 for a full tank, a full 50 gallons. So 260 and 300 is $560. $560 worth of gasoline to get from Taos, New Mexico to Richmond, Virginia, and we'll still have some left in the tank, obviously. So we didn't. So call that 100 less. So $460. Now remember, I've got a monthly payment on the Sportsman. I've got a hangar fee. I pay $350 a month for the hangar fee, and then. But since I built this plane, I built it back in 2017 in Arlington, Washington, up there with the Glasair company, which actually no longer exists. They were sold to a Chinese company. So I'm my own A&P mechanic. I'm my own certified A&P mechanic for this plane because I'm the 51% builder, and because of that, I accept all of the responsibility and the liability. So this is the most important thing about being the 51% builder. Let me make sure she's not talking to me. Yeah, I've already checked in with her. So I'm the 51% builder, which means all of the liability rests with me in terms of the mechanical suitability of this plane, the airworthiness of this plane, all of the mechanical and working parts of this airplane. I accept all of that risk, and because of that, the airplane was literally about half the price of a let's say a Cessna 182. So this airplane performs pretty much like a Cessna 182, non-turbocharged, but yet I bought it at about half the price. I get to do all my own annuals. I do all my own oil changes. So because of that, I operate this airplane at a much greater reduced price than if I had a certified aircraft. And so if I need, for example, a certain part or something breaks, and I can find the exact same part at a Home Depot or a Lowe's hardware store, I can legally put that part on. This is in the experimental aircraft category, and I take the risk. So no one else but me has the risk of that, and that's one of the reasons you'll see a bunch of videos of people who they're saying, oh, general aviation is crashing, and general aviation, and it's true that the number of general aviation recreational pilots, or just general aviation pilots in general, peaked in about the year, in the early 1980s, maybe the late 1970s. But and that it has been declining, but I think it's pretty much leveled out, or it's been flat for the last decade or so. Don't quote me on that. I don't have the exact stats, but general aviation is very much alive. And if you're sort of judicious in your choices, and you're a bit somewhat mechanical oriented, and you have some general knowledge of aircraft and mechanics and aerodynamics. I mean, you don't really need a whole lot, but you need to get your private pilot's license, go through all of that, get your instrument rating if you can do that. That's getting the instrument rating is super important. And then many other people go on to CFI and CFII and then commercial and multi-engine twin and yada yada. It keeps going on all the way up to international 757 or 747 captains that fly all around the world. But in any event, that gives you just a brief synopsis of some of the dollars and cents of this trip that I've been flying from Taos, New Mexico to Richmond, Virginia, and just a sense of the financial requirements to own and operate a plane like this. Anyway, we're at 9,500, got an hour and 21 minutes. We just crossed into West Virginia. Outside air temperature 43 degrees Fahrenheit. The tailwind now is down to about 25 knots. It's almost a direct tailwind. We're now cruising over the ground 157 knots. We'll be at Richmond in about an hour and 20 minutes. And when we get there at 5 o'clock, now remember that's 5 o'clock mountain time, and I was airborne from Taos at 6:30 a.m. mountain. So that's, what is that, 5.5 and 5, 10.5 total hours of flight time. And I did stop probably 20 minutes in Lawrence and then 20 minutes in Lexington. So call it 10 hours worth of flight time. So again, and I'm not sure if this is going to make the cut on the final video that I put together, but if I were to have gotten on a commercial aircraft in Albuquerque, New Mexico, they do not fly, no airline flies direct from Albuquerque to Richmond. I would have probably gone to Dallas, or would have gone to Denver, or maybe even Chicago, would have our 2 or 3 hour layover, and then would have gone to Richmond. And so when you measure the time door to door, so for me to get from Taos to Albuquerque, that's a 2.5 hour drive just to get to the airport. But when you add the door to door time, it's about the same. So, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. And I got from door to door in about 10 hours of flight time. So that's that, and we're on our way to Richmond. Got about an hour and 20.
017, Victor Echo, contact Washington Center 134.4.
1344, thanks for your help, ma'am.
Have a good day.
1344, Washington Center. Washington Center, November 17, Victor Echo, level 9,500.
Number 17, Victor Echo, Washington. Good afternoon. Lewis, bring altimeter 3001.
01, Victor Echo.
Blue Streak 5526, climb and maintain for level 270.
Over the Greenbrier County Airport, or Greenbrier Valley Airport. That's Lima Whiskey Bravo.
No worries, I appreciate it. Direct you going in that direction.
And the Greenbrier itself was this huge mountain resort, golf course, all kinds of racket sports and other things. And there's even, you can, Snowshoe, West Virginia's not far. There's some skiing up in Snowshoe. And, well, basically we're right above Interstate 64 as we're moving over the top of Greenbrier, West Virginia. Still at 9,500. We're about to cross the West Virginia border. Outside air temperature 42 degrees. We've still got a 28 knot tailwind, moving at 160 knots across the ground. We've got 50 minutes to Richmond, and so we're We're still descending.
7 Victor Echo, contact Roanoke approach 135.0.
1350, 7 Victor Echo, thanks.
See ya.
1350, this is Roanoke approach. Anybody on the channel? Give it a second. Roanoke approach, November 17, Victor Echo level, or descending through 8,000 to 7.5.
November 17, Victor Echo, Roanoke approach, the altimeter is 29902.
902, Victor Echo. So once I give him my full call sign, then I can abbreviate my full call sign. I just use Victor Echo. But on the initial contact, I think we've already been over this, on the initial contact, I must use my full and complete call sign. Okay, so there's a crane. Let me get the picture. Let's open this. So this is the other camera window. Get some shots of that. There's a crane down there. Let me get it sideways so it'll fit on the screen better. I don't know how big this development is, but these are shots from my iPhone, and I'm zooming in at about 5x through the camera window. I'll put some on the, that's an awfully big rotor. So rotor diameter is measured in meters, and wow, that's probably could be a 100-meter rotor, maybe a 120-meter rotor. So that's big enough for a fit of 747 through the rotor, through the circle that encompasses the rotor. All right. Now still descending down to 7,500. We're over the Appalachians, or at least the Virginia portion of the Appalachians, commonly known as the Blue Ridge. The Blue Ridge Mountains, very beautiful. If you ever get a chance, you want to ride on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It stretches all the way. Well, the Skyline Drive goes up north, and then the Blue Ridge Parkway extends all the way down into North Carolina, down to Cherokee, North Carolina. And believe it, it's got a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. So, and there are park rangers and all that sort of stuff. So. You got to be willing to take your time, but there's plenty of bluegrass, different stops along the way. Stanton, Virginia. Okay, how about the Richmond debrief? ATIS is on 119.1. We've got that tuned in. Winds are 270 at 10 knots. This is 54 minutes old. 2987 on the altimeter. Okay, 270. Let's have a look at the taxi diagram. So we're either coming in on 20 or
Washington Tower, Southwest 3907, out Vernon visual runway 1.
Or 34. I don't know which. But then we're going to Millionaire in the southwest corner of the field. A lot of different taxiways to get there. And from there we get a car and we're headed into Richmond. So that'll be the end of this trip.
Runway 1, clear to land, Southwest 3907.
The field elevation is, let's see, the frequencies, the tower 121.1, ground control 121.9, and the field elevation is 168 feet above sea level. Okay, so that puts traffic pattern altitude about 1,200 MSL. So we're going to expect 20 or 34, I'm not sure which, given winds are 270. In fact, we're riding that tailwind right now, even at 7,500. We've got a direct tailwind of about 15 knots. And I'm going to step it down in altitude over the next 45 miles. We've got to go 17 minutes, so I'm going to start bringing it down. Let's come down to 5,500. In fact, I can see Richmond 45 miles ahead. I don't think you guys can through that through the camera. I'm going to tell him we're going to descend to 3,500. Potomac approach, it's 17 Victor Echo. We're going to descend now to 3,500.
17 Victor Echo, Potomac, Roger, altimeter 2986, expect runway 2, advising of information, hotel.
Okay, we'll advise when we have hotel. Okay, 400 foot a minute descent. Let's come down to 3,500. Bring the mixture in. I'm going to pull a little bit of power.
Potomac approach, Cirrus 225 Tango Lima, 6,000, direct customer. 225 Tango Lima, Potomac, direct altimeter 2986.
We're 16 minutes out, and he said advise when we have hotel, which we don't have yet. We get that on. The ATIS says 119.15. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. Something was covering it up. 119.15. So let's bring that back. 119.15.
Actually, Charlie, between
there we go.
And Alpha Exposed. Right on, contact your information, hotel.
All right, let's listen to hotel.
Richmond International Airport Information Hotel, time 21540, wind 2907, visibility 10, sky conditions, few clouds at 8,000, few clouds at 10,000, 30,000 scattered, temperature 30, 2.11, altimeter 2986, arrivals expect visual approach, landing and departing runway 2 and 34, for clearance delivery, contact ground control on 121.9, Delta Hammers runway 2 ILS is out of service, and factory Alpha between Echo and Victor is closed to aircraft with a wingspan greater than 118 feet. Factory Charlie between runway 2 and Alpha exposed. Right on, contact your information, hotel.
Okay, that's hotel. I didn't hear the wind.
Richmond International Airport.
Here we go.
Hotel, time 21540 Zulu, wind 2907, visibility 10, sky conditions, few clouds at 8,000, few clouds at 10.
290 at 7. Favoring runways 2 and 34 as I mentioned, so let's tell Potomac we have information hotel. Potomac approach, it's November 17 Victor Echo, we have hotel at Richmond.
17 Victor Echo, thank you.
Potomac approach, it's 17 Victor Echo, going to descend to 2,500.
No, 19 Victor Echo. 17 Victor Echo, Roger, maintain BFR.
Down to 2,500 in BFR, 7 Victor Echo.
Approach Victor 5665, level 4,000, heading 250 with hotel.
Victor 5665, Potomac, Richmond, altimeter 2986.
Okay, so we're still on a heading of 130. It sounds like we got a new controller.
Victor 4503, advising you have Richmond in sight, 1 o'clock, about 8 miles.
In sight, Victor 4503.
So we're
4503, clear for visual approach, runway 34, Richmond Tower 121.1.
right, okay.
Clear for the visual 34, number tower, Victor 4503, good day.
Sounds like the visual into 34.
Victor 5665, descend and maintain 2,000.
2,000, Victor 5665.
So we got some heavy stuff moving around this class Charlie. And so we're south of the city of Richmond, and I can see Bird Field over here. This is Richmond International Bird Field, Kilo Romeo Indigo Charlie. And we're now descending through 3,000 down to 2,000.
Victor 5665, estimate altitude maintain 3,000. Turn right heading 260.
Down to 2,000,
heading 260, Victor 5665.
Pattern altitude is 1,200 or thereabouts.
Victor 5 Tango Lima, contact Potomac 126.4.
126.4, 5 Tango Lima.
Okay, coming down a little too fast there. Let's back that off. We're 5 minutes out and we're 12 nautical miles south. She's going to turn me left here for the visual into 3-4.
Altitude.
Let's get the winds again.
2254 Zulu, wind 300 at 8, visibility.
You have Richmond in sight, 1 o'clock, about 17 miles.
Inside, Brickyard 5665.
Brickyard 5665, clear visual approach, runway 34.
Winds are
visual 34, Brickyard 5665.
okay. Winds are 300 at I think I just heard 300 or so. So nearly down the runway, the 34. That would make sense why everybody's coming in 34. We're slowly getting...
Brickyard 5665, Richmond Tower 121.1.
21.1, Brickyard 5665. Have a good day.
You too.
Right, so got 121.1.
17 Victor Echo, turn left heading to 100.
Left 100, 7 Victor Echo. Anyway, so still maintaining 2,500.
7 Victor Echo, flighting 120.
120, 7 Victor Echo. This looks like a decommissioned coal plant over here.
Air transfer 4300, heavy, descend and maintain 7,000. Fly heading 130, vector to the visual approach, runway 34.
Alright, down to 7,000 and heading 130 for air transfer 4300.
I guess she's judging my speed along with the other speed. I'm probably the slowest aircraft in the airspace, so she's got to work with that, obviously. Other aircraft are much faster, particularly in the pattern.
Air 7 Victor Echo, advise Richmond in sight, 9 o'clock, 7 miles.
We've got Richmond in sight.
Air 7 Victor Echo, into the straight in for runway 2. Contact Richmond Tower 121.1.
Straight in runway 2, 7 Victor Echo. Okay, I'm going to pull the autopilot off. That's
Autopilot disengaged.
That is a curveball. Everybody's else going on 3-4, but she's going to bring me in on 2. And winds are 300. Wow. So this is, let me get the winds again.
Richmond Airport, Formation India, time 2254 Zulu, wind 300 at 8, visibility 10.
300 at 8, so an 8 knot crosswind.
7 Victor Echo, Richmond Tower 121.1.
1211, 7 Victor Echo.
Runway 2, line up and wait, traffic back taxiing downfield.
Runway 2, line up and wait, back down, Romeo Bravo.
Richmond Tower, November 17 Victor Echo, straight in runway 2.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Richmond Tower, runway 2, continue traffic holding in position.
I'm on final now, got about a 5-mile final into runway 2.
Number 17 Victor Echo, Richmond Tower, runway 2, continue traffic holding in position.
Okay, continuing, 7 Victor Echo. I wasn't quite sure what he was saying to me, but he's got traffic in position on the one-way, I think. Anyway, I gotta slow this down. So let's bring the nose up just slightly. Get to 90 degrees, 90 knots, and I'll bring the flaps down. Okay, flaps are now, first notch of flaps is down. So that was quite a curveball.
Medevac 9, Romeo Bravo, wind 300 at 6, runway 2, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 080.
I thought it was coming in on 3-4, but then she dished me off into runway 2, so surprise, surprise. And I'm quite high here, so.
Number 7 Victor Echo, runway 2, clear to land.
Runway 2, clear to land, 7 Victor Echo.
Brickyard 5665, turn left at Charlie, hold shorter runway 2.
Charlie short runway 2, Brickyard 5665.
Okay, propeller in, mixture in, fuel to both. Landing gear down, I'm fixed, I'm a tail dragger. I think you know that from my videos. Okay. Full flaps. And with full flaps, I can do quite a sync.
Tower lows, National Cargo 320, heavy, we're ready.
Medevac 9, Romeo Bravo, contact departure.
Okay, winds are from 300.
National Cargo 320,
so let's put in 121.9 is,
traffic landing.
oh whoops, 121.9 is,
heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Is ground, so we'll be switching over to that. So winds are from 300. They're coming from this way and I can feel it. I'm currently at 70 knots. I am quite high, so I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to slip it, right rudder, left aileron. 1,300 foot a minute descent. 1,300 foot a minute descent. Okay, straighten it out. Flaps are full, 70 knots, a little fast. 65, 62, 58, 57 on the left wheel. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make this turn right here. Richmond Tower, 7 Victor Echo is down. We can get up here at Echo.
7 Victor Echo, roger, exit Echo, contact ground, point 9er.
Switching to ground, 7 Victor Echo.
National Cargo 3.
Okay, we made that really short. Richmond ground, 7 Victor Echo, we're off of runway 2 on Echo, headed to Millionaire.
Number 17 Victor Echo, ground, taxi Millionaire via Alpha Golf Tango.
Alpha Golf Tango to Millionaire, 7 Victor Echo. And it's now 5:15. We left 5:15 Mountain, 7:15 Eastern. But anyway, we left at 6:15 this morning. We landed at
ground breaker at 5665 on Echo for Bravo.
5:15. How long is it?
5665 ground, 11, to the gate, the Alpha.
11 hours.
Alpha to the gate, picture 5665.
So total flight has been 11 hours. Taos, New Mexico to Richmond, Virginia. We stopped in Lawrence, Kansas was the first gas stop. Second was Lexington, Kentucky. And now we've arrived Richmond, Virginia. I went through the economics with you on the total flight and the gas and all that stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a good listen to this video and several of my rants. And anyway, appreciate you flying along with me all the way across the country. Have a good day.